Welcome back, my nieces and nephews, to another episode of Fun Uncle. And today I am hyped as all frick because I get to talk about my friends over at Art Start Now. That's right, the Triad, the Nifty Castle crew, is launching another NFT project, and it's called Witchy GF. It's minting on March 14th, and it's all about empowering female artists in the NFT space. Luckily enough for me, I get to sit down with the Art Start Now crew all the time, and I get to pick their brain on the subject. And I don't think anyone can talk about it better than Gift Dead himself.
All right, y'all. Witchy GF, what is it? It's a collection of 7,890 animated avatars with over 800 unique hand-drawn traits created by illustrator SketchNate, the creator behind the DBs, the creator behind Black Demon and Laser Man, so many other awesome things, and our partner on this project. He's absolutely amazing. So if you don't know who SketchNate is, Instagram.com/SketchNate. Check out his work. He's an absolute creative genius. But yeah, this project is next level. Like, we've spent 6 months building this. It is the expansion to the Nifty Castle ecosystem, to the world of Interrobang and the world of DBs. So DBs holders are going to get a ton of really special utilities on the Witchy GF project, including a free mint, including additional pre-sale spots, including airdrops, including their witches are going to have special abilities based upon the number of DBs that you have and more, because there's a game that we've been working on for months and a rewards pool. We're dedicating 56% of all secondary sales to a rewards pool for the Witchy GF holders and the game. So that's it. Witchy GF drops March 14th. That's the public mint. Pre-sale starts March 13th. NiftyCastle.io is the place to be. Get in the Castle Discord. Start hanging out with us. You do not want to miss out on this incredible project that we've been pouring our blood, sweat, and tears into for months. We're so excited for you to check it out and to find your witches at NiftyCastle.io.
And luckily for us, Lola Menthol is an absolute goofball, and this is what our recording session looked like.
Excuse me. My name's Lola Menthol, and I'm gonna get a Witchy GF tattoo right here. No, I'm not. They're right here. Okay. You can take that one too if you want. What's up, y'all? I'm Lola Menthol, and I just want to share my excitement being a part of the Witchy GF with the Nifty Castle. So much so that I'm gonna get a tattoo of the logo, of the symbols right here on my body, on my person, forever and ever.
I saw you pre-drawing the tattoo on your arm.
Yeah,
Tell me about it.
Trying to figure out the placement for where the Witchy GF
sick.
icons should go. I know we talked about this, but I think I'm digging this. What do you guys think? Like down at this side. And you can see it like as I walk forward facing, but this one would be like
Oh, yeah.
So yeah, I'm planning it out, super excited, and that's how dedicated and excited I am to be a part of this team. Putting on my body forever.
Witchy GF features numerous female artists as characters within the NFT art. So I had to ask Lola Menthol what she thought when she saw herself in the final product.
Oh man, I'm so happy about it. It is me, and I think a lot of us on the team feel that way. Like, we look at our Witchy GF and we're like, that is 100% me, and it energetically just resonates. And yeah, very loud and proud, repping my witchy.
Last but not least, of course, I got to sit down with Woboy to get a one-on-one take of what he thought about the project. I asked him what he was most excited about, and he really opened up, showed me his heart, and made me realize why Witchy GF is such an important project.
What I'm most excited and ready for is like all of the different. I want the Discord to be like a fucking playground.
Right.
Like,
Yeah.
I want it to be a place where people can hop in, and there's just like there's so many different things they could play with and interact with, like emote wise, and like secret little nooks, and just like I'm trying to make it so that it's fun, and then also so that we're pushing towards supporting women artists. Like, supporting women artists is like, I mean, I've got a little sister who is extremely passionate about, being an artist, and it's like her day in and day out, and then she'll talk herself out of it. Like, like confidence wise, and that just because she doesn't have much of a community around her, but she creates, like, she inspires me. I see her work and I'm just like, this is incredible. And I know, and my mother is a poet. She's a closet poet. And I found her work and she wrote a poem for me um, before I left for college. And it made me cry. Like I had no idea she could do that. And then I started stooping around, checking like through binders of stuff and found her poems. And I was just like, oh, that's where I get it from, my songwriting and all that stuff. So I'm really grateful for I'm grateful to be a creative person, and thank my mom for that, because yeah, I got most of it from her. Maybe my dad has a little bit of a creative some creativity up in there, but it's almost primarily from her. And I just want to see that opportunity. I want women to feel confident about what they're creating and their art, and to feel like they're being seen. And I really want Witchy GF. I want to walk the talk. Like, what we're saying that we're doing, I want to do it. And I want to create all, like I said, all those little toys and stuff in the Discord. I want to create like different bots and stuff that are all going to shine a light like on women, so that what these places that you come to, these communities that you interact with every day, like they'll have these mechanics like functioning so that they can support people. So that's really important to me with Witchy GF. And on top of that, Nate's stuff is like, I love fantasy lore. I love writing like things that are based in fantasy and magic. Magic is creating like magic systems is really cool. And also just like building off of Nate's like irreverent nature and silly nature. That's dope. So like he's fun to build off of. His art is incredible. And I think a lot of people are going to have fun with this project. And I just want to make everyone happy. So, that's a fallacy. You want to make everyone happy. Not everyone's going to be happy like all the time, but we can do our best to do what we say we were going to do, and just, continue to grow the community in a fruitful way and in a positive way. So yeah, I'm just excited for the adventure to continue and evolve into Witchy GF. March 12th, 13th, 14th. Let's go.
The Witchy GF mission and vision is such an important one. We hope to inspire the awesome women of the world with characters that match their energy. The essence of this project is about empowering women artists through meaningful activations that provide various platforms and opportunities to spotlight and onboard women in the NFT space. The elephant in the room right now is the NFT space is male dominated. You know what? Most spaces are male dominated, and we need to tear down the patriarchy. Am I right, girls? And it starts by supporting projects like this. We got to empower female artists in the space. That way they feel confident. And that's when your best art truly starts to thrive, is whenever you feel confident and empowered in a space. So it starts by supporting projects like this. Get out there, retweet them, follow them, Witchy GF on Twitter. Mint one right now. I already got mine ready to go in my wallet. This is what they look like before they mint. Super excited to finally hatch these ones open and see which ones I got. And then the next thing I want to talk about was the white paper. Gorgeous, matches the theme completely. There's poems all over the place. It even goes into the details of the game mechanics and the magic types whenever they have when they finally launch the game for this. But what I thought was really exciting was throughout the white paper are these ciphers. There are these little riddle puzzles throughout the white paper, and I've never seen this before. And I can only assume that once you solve the cipher, read this riddle, it will lead you to some additional content of some type, which is really cool and exciting. I've never seen that in a project before. But at the end of, all in all, long story short, this is such a cool project that I'm really hyped about. Not only just from an NFT art standpoint, it would make a really cool profile picture, but also you're supporting female artists. There's a cool cause behind this project as well. And then there's game mechanics behind it. There's additional unlockables. There's a really fun Discord with enthusiastic and encouraging people in it. So Witchy GF, March 14th, get your witch on and mint yours ASAP. And our NFT news is absolutely chock full of content in that the Ukrainians created charitable NFT collection to raise funds for the army. NFT volume smashes through $17 billion mark. Warner Brothers is creating 6 million DC comic trading cards with redeemable NFTs. Axie Infinity accounted for nearly 2/3 of blockchain gaming NFT transactions. Notorious B.I.G. honored with NFTs since his murder. And the NFT calendar, best upcoming projects of 2022. Our first story, of course, is about Ukraine. It's the David and Goliath story that we all just cannot stop paying attention to, and of course, donating our hard-earned NFTs that way as well, as there is a charitable NFT collection to raise funds for the army. This, it's tragic. It's so hard to not pay attention to how devastating it is for war to go on right now. But the glass half full conversation is, how thankful should we be that cryptocurrencies and NFTs exist so we can donate to causes we care about and we want to support without worrying about some decentralized or some centralized location being stuffed out and those transactions not going through because the people who run the transactions don't necessarily believe in or support in the thing you're trying to, raise money for. So I think this is great, great in that we have this outlet, aka NFTs and cryptocurrencies, to support this really horrendous thing that's going on in Ukraine. So I want to look at the glass as half full. This is great. We have these outlets, and there's ways for the army to use them to, keep the lights on over there. NFT volume smashes through $17 billion mark. This is a massive milestone for NFTs, but at the same time, what a small number. That's what I'm really extrapolating out of this is $17 billion. Really, when you compare it to some of the top 25 cryptocurrencies, like individual crypto coins are like $100 billion each. And there's almost a $2 trillion market cap for all of the coins. So $17 billion of that represents all of the NFTs. And that's kind of small. I think it's a low number, really, compared to the hundreds of billions, if not trillions of dollars that are circulating in the space, which tells me there is a very high ceiling ahead of us that we have not even gotten close to. This could be a $100 billion market pretty soon here in the next couple of years. So there's some serious upside potential, and that's what I'm extrapolating from this article. Warner Brothers is creating 6 million DC comic trading cards with redeemable NFTs. Yeah. Your movies suck. You got to do something to get some money in the door here and there. Hey-oh, but really the conversation is about how big institutions are getting in on NFTs and utilizing them to help support their franchises that are floundering right now. So Warner Brothers getting in there, that's great. You're kind of late, but you're getting in there, it's great. Axie Infinity accounted for nearly 2/3 of blockchain game NFT transactions in 2021. A behemoth. It's down right now, but it is an unstoppable force, Axie Infinity is. And so I'm bullish long-term on the project. It could very well be that, OG play to earn game that people can't forget. So 20, 30 years from now, when we're on to Web 4 or whatever, like we're all living in the metaverse, Axie Infinity will be that cute, fun game that first came out in the same way Neopets was the first fun game that came out on Web 2, and how Mario was the first game on the Nintendo. We're always going to remember Axie Infinity. It is an unstoppable force, and it's got a lot of upside potential in the short term for sure. I think it's down right now, which means it's probably a good time to buy. Notorious B.I.G. being honored with NFT since his murder in 1997. It's about time. It was all a dream. He used to read Word Up magazine. Salt and Pepper and Heavy D were in the limousine, and he was hoping that someone would honor him with an NFT before the human species gets nuked out of existence by Russia. So thankfully, that's taking place. Finally, B.I.G. can rest easy in his coffin. We're taking care of it. Your fans will always support you. And the last one I got here is best upcoming projects of 2022. This could be a video within itself, but I'm just going to gloss over these real quick for my audience here. VeeFriends, if he attaches his name to anything, Gary Vaynerchuk, it's going to pop. So VeeFriends, I completely understand why that's number one. We've got Slotty NFT slot machines. People love to gamble. People love Indians, right? Fly Fish Club. It's another Gary Vaynerchuk project. So of course, man, 2.5 ETH is kind of high, but okay. Ladies on the rise. Right back with the narrative of this video is we're supporting females in the space. I think this should be higher up there. More female exposure. Let's get them confident. Let's have a place for women where they are in a leadership role in the NFT space. More, please. I want female leadership ASAP. And then the last one was Properties Vital Realty. Okay, so just real estate in NFT form. It's kind of sad that us millennials, we can't actually buy houses in the real world, so we have to buy them in virtual worlds. Hey, such is life. World's about to end. World War III is about to start, so that's the way things are, I guess. It wouldn't be an episode of Fun Uncle without some cryptocurrency news, and we have some hecka bullish stuff on the horizon for you, in that Michael Saylor thinks this war might be good for Bitcoin. Nearly 30,000 Bitcoin leave Coinbase Pro. Exchange withdrawals suggest that whales are accumulating right now. Buying Bitcoin might be a good call for the young. Biden's executive order fuels U.S. crypto economy, and the White House executive order is setting the stage for a huge crypto rally. Sticking with the news theme here, of course, we start the crypto news with war. The war in Ukraine again is back in the conversation. And Michael Saylor says that war will accelerate the adoption of Bitcoin. So the obvious one is that we are using cryptocurrency to make donations to Ukraine. That's definitely lubricated the wheels in that sense. But simultaneously, when Russia was cut off from European and U.S. bank systems, aka the SWIFT protocol, they publicly came out and said, that's cool. We have a lot of holdings in cryptocurrency. We'll just use that. And we saw a cool spike upwards in the price of Bitcoin. So these are the little things that are taking place that are accelerating the adoption of Bitcoin. And it's an unstoppable force. It's kind of funny that every time they want to put regulations on it, like China has banned it, the UK is talking about banning it again, US wants to put restrictions on it, but it just keeps going up. It's kind of crazy. It's steady. And if it was going to drop, you think it would have already. Like, all the bad news is already out there. We're already on the other side of COVID. But we play things, one day at a time here. But the general theme with all of the news articles here are pro Bitcoin. All of the articles I have here are bullish on Bitcoin, not a negative one in the bunch. For example, buying big, nearly 30K Bitcoin leaves Coinbase Pro. That's not $30,000. That's 30,000 Bitcoin worth $40,000 a piece. I'm not doing the math on that, but that really what that says is that people are making long-term bets. They're moving it off the exchange because they do not have any intention of selling in the short term. They're holding on for the long term here. And it really does look like that people believe in this $1 million Bitcoin one day, $500,000 Bitcoin one day, if it actually could penetrate 5 to 10% of the global market. And with moves like this and long-term plays like 5 and 10-year plans with this money, this is generally just exciting, bullish news for Bitcoin. We might see some upward trajectory in the short term. Bitcoin exchange withdrawals suggest whales are accumulating. Yeah, long-term strategy. This is a piggyback with this article here. 30,000 are moving, and that's just on Coinbase Pro alone. I want to see the numbers on the aggregate exchanges. It's probably staggering. And then buying Bitcoin might be a good call for the young. Long-term investments here. Buy it, forget you have it, wake up in 20 years, you're good. You're fine. You're living pretty comf. So just that, I think that's probably the strategy we should be advocating from here on out, is just get a piece of the pie, put the seed phrase somewhere you'll never lose it. I like to email it to myself, so it's already always stored in my email. Even if I lose my computer, I could log into my email and still pull it up, and forget you have it, just forget you have it. And it's your retirement fund. It's a great strategy for the young. And that's what Peter Brandit says. Next article, Biden's new executive order on digital asset fuels U.S. crypto economy. Yeah, it's an election year, and the last thing he wants to do when there's a war on and we're coming out of a pandemic is stir the pot any. So he wants to be the most, he he doesn't want to rock the boat at all, right? He's not going to put any restrictions or have any heavy-handed orders on the crypto space for the reasons I slated. It's an election year, and we have a lot of bigger fish to fry. And so whenever that executive order leaked, we saw Bitcoin rally upwards. We're seeing a lot of good news coming out. And honestly, all of the bad news that we were so afraid of, COVID, the different variants, this war in Russia, what's China up to, like, all the cards are finally on the table. There's no more new bad news to drop. The shoe has finally dropped. So we might be looking for more upward trajectory. According to this article, White House executive order on crypto is setting the stage for massive rally. I agree. We've been falling for so long. Maybe there'll be a couple more weeks of consolidation at the worst. But truthfully, I think we are due for a rally, a melt upwards in the short term. Who knows what the summer's going to look like, but I'm feeling pretty bullish on Bitcoin, and these articles are agreeing with me. Now it's my favorite part of the show, the LADZ City Lounge, where you are just kicking it with me, your fun uncle, deep in the heart of LADZ City, and we are hyping up all things LADZ, from the Discord to the YouTube page to the Twitter. Make sure you hit the subscribe. If all of you have already done that, then you are my nieces and nephews, and I am your fun uncle, dishing out cold, hard slaps of truth like my life depends on it. If you know about this show, then of course you know about the YouTube page. We're dropping tasty morsels on the reg, all about NFT alpha and news. You do not want to miss any of this content from our deluxe group of influencers and key opinion leaders. The ones I want to hype up, most importantly, of course, Art Start Now. They were the theme of this episode. They have that new project, Witchy GF, launching on March 14th. These are some of our content creators. They are dropping alpha about artists in the NFT space every single Saturday at 1 p.m. on the LADZ City network. But I also want to hype up the Godfather, Nifty Q, the guy who built this castle with his bare hands from the ground up, has his solo artist career as the Nifty Q Show, where he is interviewing influential people in the NFT space every single week. You got to check out the Nifty Q Show, my friends. And then, of course, Music Mondays. People turn out in the chat for this show. It is such a hyped show. Natalie, Jared, and Louis C. Rhymes have great energy and charisma between them. It's like they're brothers and sisters. They keep roasting each other. I love the energy of this show. And one you do not want to miss, they're talking about music in the NFT space, and a show you definitely should check out. I actually hope one day they invite me on to be a part of Music Mondays. It's cool. It's cool. But the real tasty morsels that you do not want to miss out on are in the Discord. The Discord, of course, is where we have all of the good stuff. The videos are great, but this is really where the good stuff is here in the Discord. And the first thing I got to do is hype up my main man, Llama. He is the guy working behind the scenes, one of our power mods who is keeping the lights on in the Discord. And our other mod, Hash Rhymes, claims that he is the best mod in the world. Maybe we should get a trophy going for you, bud. You definitely deserve it. And so I got to make sure I'm hyping up my main dude, Llama. Thank you for everything you do in this space. You are the unofficial, official best mod in the world right now. I should put together an award for that or something. I think it's a fun idea to start promoting the leadership within the Discord, give you guys a little prize. But there is a prize I do always give away every single week, and it's called the Lad of the Week. And what I do is I comb through the Discord to see which individual is helping us move the ball forward. It's helping us build a better mousetrap here in the Discord. And this week's winner was, of course, my main man, Digits. Thank you, Digits, for stepping up to the plate and taking on a leadership role. He is helping us with the operations behind the scene, moving the ball forward, and of course, like I said, building a better mousetrap. Thank you, Digits. Thank you for all you're doing in the space. You are my pick for the Lad of the Week. So, of course, I'm going to give you a shout on the show, airdrop you some tokens in the Discord, and if you would like to be the LADZ City Lad of the Week, all you got to do is be like my man Digits. Get out there and help us push the ball forward. Be contributing, be dropping alpha, be, going out of your way to do things without being asked, expecting nothing in return. But there is something in return, and it's probably the LADZ City Lad of the Week award I might give you if you do something cool. So to all of our new members who don't know about it, I want to reward you for rewarding us. No good deed will go unnoticed in this space, and that's why I put together this award. And Digits, you are this week's winner. Thank you. Well, that's the whole satchel of enchiladas, my nieces and nephews. Thank you again for watching this episode of Fun Uncle. If you could do me a favor, smash the like, the subscribe, tell me what you think of the content down in the comments below, and keep your ear to the ground for the massive things taking place at Hard Fork Gaming Guild in 2022. Last but not least, I gotta touch on my NFT project. I don't know if you remember, I have 200 unique tropical themed NFTs available on the OpenSea marketplace right now. Well, I have launched my 5th and final riddle. It is now live. For those of you who don't know, all you have to do is buy one of my NFTs, go into the unlockable content. You will find a path to one of my riddles. First one to solve it and email me the answer, and bam, I will send you $100 in Ethereum. And I've got 2 of these NFT riddles live right now. So if you think you have what it takes to crack one of my riddles, head on over to OpenSea today. First one to email me the answer. It's a no-brainer. I've got 2 of them live right now. $200 are on the table. If you think you got what it takes, head on over to OpenSea today.